Mark was back here. You guys can tell he's been bush hogging. The tractor's behind me, and he actually found some bug loss back here. If you don't know what bug loss is, here's a picture of what it looks like. And we figured, since I'm getting ready to show you guys some of the good things about my pollinator bed that's been cut down, we're going to add some things that we found back here. We're just going to transplant it from our back field and bring it up there and hope that the pollinators enjoy it. Joe's first time driving by herself back here. You guys can see this is real pretty. So we found bug loss. I think there's one other type back here in ironweed. So we're hoping to transplant some of that, and I know some of it, because it's native, won't transplant very well. But we have this guy to thank because he's got a way better eye than I ever would on a bush hog. So he's gone and spared like little strips like that for me.
I did run over some of them.
Well,
tried to miss them.
Yeah, he tried to miss them, but at least I get a couple. And these guys are supposed to seed like crazy, so I'm hoping after maybe one season of them blooming that we'll have a whole lot up there. So I'm gonna let him do the hard labor.
Sounds good.
So back here we have like all these blackberry bushes. They're like all past here. Our neighbor's back there, so I don't really want to go too close to the property line, but yeah, we have all kinds of blackberry bushes in there, and Mark decided to cut some paths in, and she's...
One for Josie, I did it!
You did it? Yay! So Joe's been going in and out of there, just trying to hone her, oh my god. Just trying to hone her quad driving skills. And we're back here. I know she doesn't have a helmet on, but she's not getting above like the second gear on the quad. Okay. She's just learning to maneuver through. And we're kind of looking around back here and looking for good deer hunting trees. We got one right there, and just trying to...
There's a lot of trees that got hit by storm damage too.
Yeah, we actually, like, if you guys see like back in there, we've had all kinds of storm damage come down, and we're just trying to do a little bit more with our land. We've got 13 acres, and what do you think we use of it? Like 5?
Yeah, I'd say 5 or 6.
Yeah, we utilize about 5 or 6 with pasture and garden and all the animals that we have, but then we have this 8 back here, and some of it is down past these woods. You guys have seen us going back there for like mushroom hunting. If you missed that video, it's up here. But we took Joe down and kind of showed her how to look for game trails and read signs and the creek beds and things like that. So hopefully this year we're hoping to get her out and have her first deer hunting season. So.
But we do have a lot of animals crossed back here.
Oh yeah.
Farmers' fields right there.
Yeah, you guys can see behind us we've got a soybean field.
Between corn and soybeans.
Mm-hmm.
And always has.
Yeah, we always have deer back here. We hear coyote back here. There's a lot of really small game trails back here, and usually if we have to dump an animal that's expired, like Gunther's not that far over there, nature gets to take care of it. We have fox, coyote, vulture, everything's been coming back here to kind of clean up what he's left behind. So yeah, nature's course.
While I was bush hogging, I did find a lot of bedding areas too. With deer, I know when we walk through, we can find where they've been bedding down.
Mm-hmm. And now that he's cleared these out, I'm sure like some of the trees behind me, as we get closer to the rut season, I am sure that we'll start seeing deer scrapes where the bucks have taken. A lot of them still have their velvet. It's the last day of August here, so it's August 31st right now that we're filming. Deer season for archery opens in a month, October 1st, but I've still seen some with velvet, but they'll start marking their territories and stuff. And I know, you know, in the open fields, those are usually nighttime scrapes, but hey, when the rut's going on, they
There's one of my favorite guests.
Yeah, Mark's got dragonflies back there.
They're everywhere back there.
Yeah, they're everywhere. We have like a season where we have dragonflies that fly low and the barn swallows fly high. Yeah. So it's different.
It's fun while you're bush hogging though, because you stir up everything and all the bugs come out, and these guys are amazing hunters to watch. Yeah. They come down and just start picking off stuff as they fly out.
What's their kill ratio, like when they target?
It's high 90%.
High 90 percentile. So if you guys like need to get rid of some of like the smaller pests, don't kill your dragonflies off. Let your dragonflies stay, because usually when they pick out a target, they're gonna hit it. They're high predatory insects. They're very beneficial.
Cool insects to look at too.
Yeah,
they zigzag and always bright colored too usually.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All right. You want to get to digging?
Yes. Let's do it.
I'm sure he is.
Yeah. Let's dig it.
Speaking of deer scrapes, guys, That's pretty big. That is a pretty big, it's old. You can see where the tree's like trying to grow around it right here, where it's trying to cover back over it, but yeah. Mark and I have seen some pretty big deer come back through here. We don't hardly ever hunt this land. We usually hunt my mom's land, which is heavily wooded, so that if you get out late, usually the deer don't move on those paths until maybe about like 8:30 or 9. You don't really see them when it's nice and early, but here you would. So yeah, we're hoping to get some good venison here in the freezer soon. So got to break the bows out, make sure we're good and ready. I was going to say, you got the supervisor there.
Yeah.
I thought I was the supervisor. June. June, are you taking my place? It's really bright. It's really pretty. I can't wait to move this up. It's got like, it's just really attractive.
It's a pretty flower.
It is.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! There is a flower that we have an overabundance of. This is Queen Anne's lace, I believe. And my mom and I always called it chigger flowers. It seemed like every time you got into a mess of them, you get chiggers. Really good pollinator friendly plants too, but they grow crazy anywhere we're at, so I don't feel like I need to transplant them. I'm pretty sure once we let it grow up that it's going to make a lovely appearance.
That and goldenrod.
We have a ton of goldenrod, which is fine unless you've got allergies. Yeah, this time of year, I know Mark's been battling allergies, and so have I, and pretty sure it's because of the goldenrod, but he took care of most of it on our property with bush hogging.
Yeah, because if you look, this used to be really thick stems, and now we've got a good grass base on it now.
He's cut it enough now. I mean, it used to be all locust trees and brambles and like all kinds of different really woody weeds. But
now it support an animal really
oh
well.
yeah, we're hoping maybe at some point, if our backs feel up to it, time and money line up, which is like asking all the stars to align at one time.
We do have an auger now though.
Yeah, we do have an auger. Then maybe we could fence this in and let our goats take care of it, or maybe some Scottish Highland heifers, or like a horse, or like a donkey, or a zoo. A zoo, Mark? Yeah? No?
Feels like a zoo already.
It is kind of already a zoo. Guys, here's a view of our farm you don't usually get. Coming from the back part of the property, the back 40.
Side.
Yep. There's the barn. Lovely goat herd out there. Wonderful husband. Crazy child. You're pretty wonderful, you know that.
No.
Yeah.
I say that because I just bush hogged the back field.
Dug me some flowers on film.
Yeah, it's easy to be wonderful at that.
Now we've got evidence that I appreciate you. So you guys can see, we've gone ahead. This has been staked, but we were a little concerned too, and so were some of you guys, that you had mentioned that maybe we should mark the wire with ribbon just in case he doesn't see it. We don't want him to damage his mower or anything like that, or hurt himself, or cause any further damage to this area. So hopefully these rainbow tie-dye color pieces of bandana that I ripped up and now kind of looks like a car lot up here a little bit when I look at it. But hopefully that will help him see the borders of this so that he doesn't accidentally go over or run into it or anything like that. But here's our blue gloss, guys. I'm going to go ahead and plant that, and I'm going to show you some of the good stuff that's going on in here right now. Well, y'all, there you go. We got one planted right here, and then one right there, all the way down there. So we do plan to put up some signs up front that let people know that this is a pollinator friendly garden going on up here. And to please not spray or mow. Now, I know this guy over here, he probably does spray. Now, I don't get a whole lot of blow off, and I didn't notice any poisoning in my bees. Usually bees will be like a really good indicator if they've been spraying, because bees will become a casualty and you'll see a lot of them die and become really sluggish. And we're out there around our hives enough we would be able to see it. But one of the good things that's happened here is a lot of these plants were transplanted towards the end of their blooming season, so a lot of them were like really brown leaved. I figured I would let them go to sleep and transplant them, but something great has happened after this mowing, and I know it does happen sometimes because it forces a plant into survival mode, so it will hurry up and sink its roots quicker and grow leaves. And it's been really helpful that we've had actually a lot of rain for July and August. So look right there, look at all that new growth. That's a lot of new growth, and it's mostly my daylilies that are showing me new growth like that. So that's actually iris right there, that's showing new growth. All these daylilies right here, there's a patch of daylilies up there right by that spool of wire. They're all coming back really well. So while I feel like they probably still would have had green growth for this year, maybe I can thank the farmer and say thanks for kicking them into overdrive, because now I can really see where they're at, and it might help me for next year, and it might help them to survive a more severe winter than we're hoping for. I just have that feeling this year, guys. Just because of all of the rain and kind of like how the summer's been, and some of the signs from the animals and everything going on here, I just feel like the Hoosier State might not be having a very good winter this year. So, knock on wood, hopefully I'm wrong. But sometimes your intuition gives you a whole lot more than you give it credit for. So I think that's going to do it for us, guys. We were up here, we got all of that done. We got it marked. We planted some bug loss. I'm hoping to transplant some ironweed from back there once it kind of dries out a little bit. I don't want to shock it too much, and I have some wild phlox I'm going to move up here. But I think that's going to do it, guys. Thanks so much for being here with us today. Took you on a tour of our property. You guys got to see a different part of our property. Saw some plans that we've got going on back there for deer season that's coming up. And we have a little bit of an update up here. Well, my sign's not done. It is a work in progress. I'm painting it, I'm planning it, and it'll be up here soon. And I can't wait to show you guys once it's all done. But thanks for being with us here today on Mulberry Branch Farm. If you found yourself liking the video, let us know. Drop us a like, leave us a comment, and subscribe. But if you subscribe, make sure you ring the notification bell. That way you don't miss out on any of our adventures, because we have a few of them here. And until next time, guys, thanks for being here. Make sure that you stay healthy out there and be kind to one another. I'll catch you in the next one. Be careful. He's like, where are you gonna go? He's like, this is stupid. Oh, did you see I'm not running? Did you see I'm not running, honey? Oh. He says, I live in a cage. Cardio's not my deal right now.